Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Obviously we're in the kitchen, so we're going to be doing something keto cooking related. So I am going to a cookout tomorrow and I wanted to show you a couple things that I'm making to bring to the cookout that's keto. So the first thing is, have you guys seen this salad? I live in New York, so these I can find really anywhere. I just like the dressing to marinate chicken in. I don't actually eat like the pasta. Usually if my mom ends up using this, she'll just use like the pasta salad seasoning and then Italian dressing, because their dressing really isn't that good. You know, it doesn't hold up to a pasta salad. So what I like to do is I like to take the seasoning pack. I just wanted to make sure it was the right one. And I grabbed the second one because we are doing a lot of chicken thighs. So recently I've been trying out chicken thighs. I like them just plain. I don't like to eat them in a salad. I tried eating them in a salad. The texture was just weird. I don't know. So we got the 2 packs in there. I'm going to do about a third, 3/4 of a cup of water. I'm not really reading the instructions, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Putting some olive oil in there. And we're just gonna mix this up. So this is what it looks like. I might actually take the third one, because let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. I don't know. We can mix it up separate if we need it. So we got 2 chicken thighs here. So we're gonna, and they're actually really big. I don't know why they're so big, but they're. We're just gonna flip that around. Got a little one. Especially because I'm going to be layering these, I am just going to rub them in the marinade a little bit. Yeah, we're definitely going to need probably the third one. Now we got another bag. I got it. These ones are, I don't want to say frozen still, but they are a little bit colder than the other ones. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need the other one. This is a loaded chicken. There's 4 other pieces in that other one. So I'm just gonna marinate these all around. Okay, so these have been marinated all around. I'm gonna rinse my hands real quick. Under my nail. The kids have dishes. Hot. All right, so I don't think I'm going to use the third one. I think we should be good. This is what the chicken looks like. We are going to clean up our station real quick because, you know, raw meat. I'm going to throw that in the fridge and we'll move on to the next part. Okay, so now we are going to start our first dip. So I got a couple of these little containers. First, we're going to make a jalapeno popper dip. Look how juicy these jalapenos are. Rinse them. I'm gonna cut them. Since these are nice and big, at first I'm just gonna take a couple slices to decorate on top. Next, we're gonna cut them in half. You can open this I don't mind some seeds, I'm just not leaving all the seeds in there. I like a little spice, so the seeds don't hurt. All right, so next we are going to slice them. You definitely want them sliced pretty thin. I had to quickly run to the corner store to get some sour cream. And we're just gonna kind of dice them. Obviously, anyone who's eating this should, you know there's gonna be some kick to it. We'll finally chop those a little bit more with a different knife. This one has teeth on it, so you're not going to be able to really dice as good as you would want to. So I'm going to finish cutting these up. All right, so these are all chopped up. I'm just grabbing a larger knife, just so I don't want to super mince them, but some of the chunks you just want to be a little bit more bite size. Okay, so the next part is I'm gonna throw some bacon in the oven for the other dip, and I am going to make sure this cream cheese is all warmed up so that I can use it for the dip, and we'll be right back. So I warmed up the cream cheese a little bit, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some shredded cheese. We are gonna put some pepper. We got some garlic powder. I'm gonna put a lot of this. I don't really measure it out. I just taste it. I got some garlic salt. Onion powder. Salt. All right, and then we're gonna throw in the jalapenos, and then we're gonna mix this up. We're gonna taste it, and then we're gonna put it in the tray. Once you mix this up a little bit, you want to add some sour cream. And you're gonna mix this into the mixture. So now we have finished the mixture. I ended up adding more seasoning and then also a little bit more cheese. We're just gonna flatten this out as good as we can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Get off all the extra stuff. My dogs are fighting. All right, so next we're gonna work on the topping. This dip itself is done except for the topping. So here we go with the topping. I got some pork rinds. These are jalapeno cheddar. I did already try these. They don't taste like jalapeno cheddar, but I thought they would have been a good option for this. So usually you would use like breadcrumbs, but we're gonna use this in place of the breadcrumbs. So I am gonna season these a little bit. The same exact seasonings we already did. Okay, we're gonna zip this up. Make sure the air is out. Celeste, no fighting in the kitchen. And we're just gonna crunch them all up. So we've crunched these all up. I melted some butter. We're gonna add some parsley and oregano. Obviously this looks like a lot, but we're pouring it into the bag. If it was breadcrumbs, you would just pour it into a bowl and then you pour the butter over it. But why waste another dish when we can just do it like this? We're just gonna mix this all around, make it wet. Okay, so got a lot of the ingredients for the next one. We are going to be making a zucchini noodle pasta salad. So we got some zucchini. I cut off the tops of them. I have my little spiraler here. They're thick and thin. We're gonna go for the thick noodles. So as I was saying earlier in the video, I love pasta salad. So this is a go-to that I just recently figured out and I'm loving it. So we're just gonna twirl all these zucchinis. When it does get small, you have this little thing. The core comes out on this side, so we'll just throw this in there so that you have a better handle. The oven is ready for the bacon. If we can, pop that out. That's what it looks like. Then I like to take the noodles and just break them up. We don't want them too long. We don't want them too short. We want them like kind of like noodle length. So I'm gonna cut the rest of these up and I'll be right back. So now I'm just going through and chopping everything else. I guess this container wasn't big enough for all the zucchini, so we'll use this zucchini sometime during the week for meal prep. But we cut up the pepperoni, just slicing up the olives. We got the broccoli, and then we got some cheese. So I'll finish chopping up that. So we got everything chopped up. We got a crown of broccoli, some cheese, some banana peppers, olives, and then the pepperoni. So now what I'm gonna do is just sprinkle it along the noodles, kind of breaking up the pepperoni because I cut it up in chunks because it was like the pre-sliced. Get that. And we're gonna get the olives. The broccolele. Cheese. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat this tomorrow. All right. So now we are going to mix this all on up. do that, I'm gonna try to use these little handheld little salad tossers. I might have to throw it into a bigger bowl, mix it, season it, throw it back in here. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we got this all mixed up. This is the salad stuff. Honestly, I love this shit. So I just put so much on there. I don't really know what you're supposed to put on there. Hey, girls. These damn dogs. Just gonna mix up that seasoning just so I can put a little bit more before the dressing. This is going to sit overnight. Put a little bit more. I want it to be nice and seasoned. Look how good this looks. So we got our dressing. Here's the Italian dressing. We don't have to put too much on it because I am gonna revamp it tomorrow. But we want it to be able to soak in. What's nice about, even though you're using zucchini noodles, they don't get soggy as one would think they would. Actually, the broccoli gets soggy before the zucchini. But since we're eating it tomorrow, we're gonna be good. So I'm gonna toss this back in the container and into the fridge it goes for tomorrow. So here we are at the last dip. This is going to be a BLT dip. So the bacon is almost finished. It's still in the oven. We're gonna get a head start on prepping this so that we can just throw in the bacon. It's so hot in my house. I don't understand how this isn't perfectly room temperature yet. It's like almost there. Not all the way. All right, so we got some cream cheese. I don't think we're gonna need to really melt it. So we are gonna put some sour cream in there. We want this one to be extra creamy. We are gonna get some mayonnaise. Let's do 2. We're gonna season this. So we got garlic powder. We got onion powder, onion salt, garlic salt. Because we're adding all that salt, we're not going to add any more. But we are going to add some pepper. Alright, so we're going to mix this all up. And then once the bacon is done, we're going to throw in the bacon. It'll be nice because this will be able to sit a little bit to become one instead of a little chunky because of cream cheese. So we're going to mix this up and let it sit for probably about 5 minutes while the bacon is finishing up. While we are waiting for the bacon to finish up, I just rinsed off some cucumber. This is what we are going to use to dip in the dips. So I got the super big cucumbers. I got 2 of them. Obviously you can use crackers. Thought I had some crackers for my family, but I guess not. All right, so I'm gonna chop up the other one. So now we got the bacon out of the oven. So we are just going to, I'm gonna actually use this knife. This knife is gonna be easier. We're just gonna do it a good chopping. For the pieces that are going inside of it, you can leave them a little bit bigger. We are gonna sprinkle some on top, so we'll make those a little bit. I mean, obviously you don't want huge chunks throughout the dip, but it doesn't need to be super tiny. So, you know, you can have a couple of chunks. I'm storing this in the dip. Don't want to waste any bacon. Oh, it's hot. Do this inside as well. A little bit of cheese. I don't even know. I'll open this right now. There we go. Nice for the win. We're just gonna sprinkle 2 little handfuls in there. This is what we got so far. Quickly chop up this bacon. So now this one we technically can't fully finish until tomorrow. The rest of it is throwing on some lettuce and tomato on top. We obviously don't want the lettuce to brown. So we're gonna do that portion tomorrow. I don't have any regular tomatoes, but I do have a little bit of pico. So I think I'm just gonna take some tomatoes out of there. So we're just gonna mix this up. We gotta add in some paprika. Paprika goes really good with the bacon. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna throw this into a container. Celeste probably smells the bacon because she hasn't been in here mostly this whole time. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So now we got this flattened out. Okay. So lastly, we're just gonna be sprinkling the remaining bits on top. And then to finish it off tomorrow, we will do the lettuce and tomato. All right, so that's it. Everything is back there. I'm going to tinfoil those up, pop them in the fridge. Like I said in the morning, I'm gonna sift out some of the tomatoes, not too many because I don't want it to taste like pico. I mean, I guess I could really leave it out, but I don't know, we'll see. And I'm gonna take some iceberg lettuce and slice it up so it's nice and shredded. Throw that on top. I do have, you know, the cucumbers cut up in a bag. I did let a family member know to either bring Ritz crackers or Tostitos, whatever they want to dip in as well. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video helps you next time you're having to go to a cookout and you're like, I don't know what to bring. Everyone loves dips, to be honest, and just because you can't have the chip part doesn't mean you can't have the dip part. You know, you could dip cauliflower, broccoli, you could peppers, anything. So I really hope this helped you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.